How's it going, everyone? It's CodyBPyrotechnics and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got another firework cake assortment that features 6 500-gram cakes, and this one in particular is called Pick Your Poison by Magnus Fireworks, which is a brand that we don't do enough of on the channel. And part of that is just because it's tough to find this brand up here. So that's literally the only reason. It's not that I'm just excluding this brand from the channel altogether. It's just that it's really tough to find. So inside of this, like I said, you get 6 500-gram cakes, and they're all gonna be right here. Each one is 25 shots. So what does that come out to? 150 shots in total in this one assortment that I paid $200 for. All right, so let's get this thing opened up. It looks like we don't have to cut any tape here. So I'm just gonna pull this top off. And one thing I forgot to mention was that down here it says total powder weight is 2,400 grams. So you could theoretically fuse these all together if you wanted to and have a 2,400 gram cake. We're gonna cut one open because all the bore size is the same, 25 shots a piece, but we'll just cut this one open here. This is red wine. And we'll get that peeled back and take a look. This is your bore size. So it's about a ½ an inch. And this reminds me of those Brothers Pyrotechnics cakes, you know, like the highfalutin. It's about the same bore size as that. So anyway, for the cakes that are in the assortment, like I said, we got 6 of them. This is red wine. Then we have Margarita on the rocks. We've got Martini with a twist, whiskey neat, and we have long neck bottle, and then pink champagne right here. And I don't know if they list the effects on each cake individually, but if they do, we will show it to you. So as you can see, there's your performance. We've got a couple of photos right here, but that's not gonna do anything like that. These are like time-lapse 1:3 photos. So there's all your specs on that one. On Martini with a twist, here's your effect photos and performance down there. Again, I don't think these pictures are accurate. They probably took these at like a professional firework display. As you can see those big shells up there breaking over top and these spinning tourbillons right here. You don't always see that on consumers, so I think those are just stock photos. Yeah, check it out. We got more effect photos here on the Margarita on the rocks, and there's all your performance stuff. I do appreciate that they list the time, so it says 30 seconds. If you're scripting in a show, I found that that is way more useful if they have the time on the cake, so we don't have to go to YouTube and watch and time the durations manually. On Whiskey Neat, this is what the photos look like. So maybe this is like a willow cake, but there's your performance and all your specs down there. Again, with that 30 seconds. 30 seconds on a 25 shot cake. If I was scripting that in a show, I'd probably just stick it right at 25 seconds just to be safe. Sometimes the shots go quicker than you want. Here's some more professional firework display photos, and there's all your specs, performance right there. Long neck bottle. Then we have the pink champagne down here, last but not least. There's your pictures, maybe another willow one here. Performance, all the specs. So each one clocking in at 30 seconds. So now that we've shown you what comes inside the Pick Your Poison firework assortment by Magnus, I'm gonna remove all the tops on these cakes, set them up and shoot them off. But check out this massive stack of 500-gram cakes. I get a lot of questions on the channel of why do I remove the tops on these 500-gram cakes? And it's really just personal preference. We're just trying to lower the amount of cleanup that we have to do after we shoot all these off. So it doesn't matter whether or not you take the top off. It just matters if you don't want to have a lot of cleanup after your firework displays. Obviously in your firework shows, if you're doing a lot of 500-gram cakes, you're gonna have a lot of these to pick up after the show. And that becomes an issue for me. I'd rather just not do it. And for me, that's just kind of like a courtesy. I'll take the tops off of all of my 500-gram cakes. And I do that in my shows too, because on the no-abs especially, you get those 3-inch caps on the top, and you just wanna make sure those are off, otherwise they're laying everywhere the next day, and it's no fun for anybody trying to clean that up. So it takes a little bit more time, but as you can see, I mean, one cake here, it doesn't take that long to just peel off the top like that, and then that reduces your amount of cleanup time at the end. So check it out, we have all 6 cakes lined up. We're gonna go ahead and start over here with the first one we opened up. This is red wine. Again, Magnus Fireworks. Beautiful strobing effects on this. Wow. Love the strobes on that, rapid fire at the end. So I imagine these are all gonna do something very similar to that. So next one up is Martini with a twist. Oh, I like that. You see how it twists? That's a tourbillon. That's cool. Wow. Really impressed with the quality on these cakes so far. I think this assortment is already getting a 10 out of 10. Next one up is Margarita on the rocks. I love that brocade in the center. Definitely some top-notch 500-gram cakes here. Next one up is Whiskey Neat. Nice. Second to last, we have long neck bottle. Gorgeous cake. Last but definitely not least, we have pink champagne. Oh, I like this one. Might be best for last. Wow, look at that. It's like a timed rain. Oh, red strobe, beautiful. White strobe. Oh my goodness, that's like everything you could ever want in a cake. I got to admit, this is one of the best 500 gram cake assortments I've had in a long time.